The iPhone 11, one of Apple's best succeeding phones on the market from 2019. It has 64 gigabytes of storage stock. You can get up to, I believe, 256 or higher. Let me check. So, as of the release date of this iPhone, you can get it with 256 gigabytes of storage, which admittedly for a 8-year-old phone that isn't bad. My model in particular is running iOS 27 beta 2, which so far isn't too laggy, other than a couple of bugs, as for example this. When you swipe to it like normal, there's no bugs. This is the 64 gigabyte model. As I said at the start, it's the stock model. I have 26.9 gigabytes free, and this has barely any applications, as you can take a look. This has a 12 megapixel front camera, 12 megapixel main, and 12 megapixel ultra wide. Supports wireless charging up to, I believe, like 15 watts, I think. It has lightning. It has gets liquid glass, obviously. It's supported just up to iOS 27, and from that you will not get any other major iOS updates. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM, the Apple A13 processor, I believe. Yes, the Apple A13 processor at 2.66 gigahertz. If I am correct with that. Yeah, 2.66 gigahertz. It is not that bad of a phone, as I've been daily using this after I switched from my slow Android. I will also be reviewing this in the next video, as I've mentioned that many times. It has not been reviewed yet, as I am still thinking on when I should record that video. This has 6 gigabytes of RAM, expandable to a specific amount of storage with an SD card, I don't know. This one keeps installing bloatware, as it is very annoying. But I will be reviewing that later on. Back to the iPhone in particular though. If I unlock this again, it's not the fastest, but not the best. It is, like I said, running iOS 27 beta 2, which was released on the 23rd, I think, 22nd. I originally enrolled this thing into the beta iOS a couple of weeks ago, like a few days after I bought it, and it's not too bad, as these brand new refurbished on Amazon are 175 bucks. I paid 45 for mine, as it is heavily damaged, but that doesn't affect the usability other than overheating. Mine has a heavily used battery, as I will show you once I bring up the battery health. It's at 88% maximum capacity, which isn't too bad. It's not the best battery, but it works. And overall, other than that, it's pretty good. Doesn't lag. Now let's get on to the gaming test. Loading into my, I want to say, favorite game, Greenville. Runs impressively well. I could set it to max graphics and it shouldn't lag a bit. If I do that now, there'll be a few stutters, but it doesn't lag at all. Spawn in this car. Does not lag one bit. as shown. From here we'll get to more intensive games, test that later on. As of now, this is the first game we'll be testing. It's not lagging one bit at max graphics. Surprisingly well for 4 gigabytes of RAM. This screen is a 6.1 inch LCD. It's not 4K, I believe, as I will probably be able to figure out. Yeah, it is not 4K or 1080p. I believe it is 720p. Could be 1080p. I don't see 1920 by 1080 for the resolution, so not 1080p, but it is almost a 20:9 aspect ratio, which really isn't bad. Now I'll get on to the next game, still in Roblox. As of now, I have loaded into Redwood Prison. Max graphics, I believe. If I check real quick. When will Roblox actually make these settings harder to touch? Yeah, max graphics. It is running at a stable, surprisingly good 60 FPS. Though it is fluctuating, it's sitting around 40 to 60. Running surprisingly well. Better than some of the other phones out there. Even though some of the other phones that I haven't reviewed yet will run this better. It's running surprisingly well. Oh, it dropped to the 30s. Not good. I saw 20, I see 20 FPS. Not too bad, there's a couple stutters. Not that bad at all. Runs fairly okay. For an iPhone 11, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, I discovered a bit of a glitch. Let me get that pulled up real quick. I did not save a screenshot of it as it is probably not needed. Oh, it's gone. It happened when I searched up Redwood Prison and the search bar was behind the notch. It's not great when that happens. Other than that, this phone does run surprisingly well. This is probably going to be a short video. This phone, on the other hand of it being almost 8 years old, runs very well. Oh yeah, old Spotify logo, don't update it. It looks worse if you update it. Other than that, iOS 27 Beta 2 runs surprisingly well. As of right now, there are no iOS beta updates because iOS 27 Beta 2 came out. But keep a lookout for the iOS beta update as of 2026. As of actually this time that's being recorded, Wednesday, June 24th, iOS 27 Beta 2 has been out for two days or so, and not too bad. If this video is uploaded on a Monday, it was recorded on a Wednesday. If I don't ever get to upload this and it's uploaded in the near future, you're probably an OG watching this video. As of now, my YouTube analytics, actually, if I go to my content, my analytics, and I go to my audience, and then I go, where is it? Watch time from subscribers. It says here, exactly 100% of my viewers are not subscribed. And it would help out if you did not watch without being subscribed, so subscribe. And with that, this is Mason's Tech Yap, and we'll be back with another video next week.